Hey everyone, and welcome to the 6th Pokemon Platinum Wi-Fi battle, and this is versus Irochigal765 from YouTube. I'll leave his link in the description so you can check him out, and we decided to have a UE battle here, but he asked us if he could use 2 OUs and a BL like Crobat, and yeah, I'm training for the Carbotonic's 1.5 subscribers tournament, and I decided to try out some new things that I have in just laying around in my boxes. So yeah, let's get the narration started now. I predicted a ton, so I switched into a melodic, and yeah, I missed Clifton Hypnosis here, but I decided to just go for a surf here. And he brings in a fortress, so that was good that I surfed, because I get normal damage from fortress, and that surf doesn't do a whole lot to that fortress. I'm going to switch out and bring in Steelix again. As he switches, and he brings in a Snorlax, which is going to be a pretty big problem for me later on. And he decides to go Focus Punch when I set off Stealth Rock, so I didn't expect that Focus Punch at all. But it doesn't even do half to Steelix, because Steelix is a defensive monster, and I just decided to go for an Earthquake just to get some damage. And it doesn't do too much to Fortress, but I'm going to switch out here because, yeah, I got to bring in Blaze again now. It sees that I've Stealth Rocks. And I'm going to try and predict the switch into Snorlax in here and go for a superpower, because that would be so epic if he brings in a Snorlax. But unfortunately for me, he brings in a Rotom, so superpower doesn't work there. I don't know if he actually planned that one, but if he did, that was an epic play. And this has a trick here as I bring Clefable, and yeah, it isn't too great that Clefable is has a Choice Scarf now, but I would actually rather have Clefable Choice Scarf than anyone else on my team at the moment. Yeah, just because. And I'm going to bring Steelix now. He goes for Thunderbolt. I predict that nicely, and I just want to see if this one had like Hidden Power Fire or Fighting, but I think it has like Grass or Ice or something, because that was normal effective, and it didn't do too much to Steelix. And I'm just going to stay in here and go for another Stone Edge. I don't know why I would switch out at this point, because Rotom is going to die to another Stone Edge. So he decides to bring in Fortress and get surfed by the Stealth Rocks, and Stone Edge hits, but it does like crap to Fortress, because Fortress is a very good physical wall. And here I think I decided to go for an Earthquake. So yeah, he decides to go for Rapid Skin just to get away the Stealth Rocks that I had up, and I just go for the Earthquake to take out Fortress. And now that the Stealth Rocks is away, that is going to be a little bit of problem for me, because now he's going to bring in Hitmontop, and I can't like set up Stealth Rock, because I know he will hit me with a close combat. So I decided to bring in Mesprit, and close combat does like crap to Mesprit. So I'm thinking I can like set up a substitute here, because this is a new Calm Mind substitute, Mesprit with max defense and HP. He's thinking and thinking, and he decided to bring in a Regice, and I'm like, crap! That's a special wall, and I can't do crap against Regice. But I just decided to stay in here and don't waste a substitute, so I just go for a Thunderbolt. And he decides to go for an Ice Beam to take out my sub, but it's not too big of a deal, because I'm not going to stay in with Mesprit here. I mean, I could probably set up with Calm Ice, but nah, I don't think I want to. I decided to bring in Blaze again now, because I predicted an Ice Beam, and yeah, I want to go for a Thunder Punch here. Maybe he would like predict a superpower or something and go into Rotom. That would be like very bad, but he just stays in, and that Thunder Punch does like nothing, but I get Parahex and he Thunderwakes me, so now I'm Parahex. So I decide to bring in a Sumaril, as he brings in Rotom, and I decide to go for Aqua Jet here, because I don't want that Rotom to like hit me with like a Thunderbolt or something, because that would be really bad, because I need a Sumaril in order to take down that Regice and Snorlax, because those are two Pokemon I'm most worried about. And he decides to bring in a Hitmontop, and he predicts Switch nicely and goes for Pursuit, and it does like a lot to Sumaril. I decided to bring Clefable as a Deathfather, but unfortunately I mistalked it, and guess what happened? Clefable gets freaking crit to death! Yeah! Who would have guessed that? Clefable gets critted to death, even though that one mattered, that one didn't matter, but it was still a freaking crit. And yeah, I bring Melodic now because I'm pretty sure Melodic can take any hit that Hypnotope can throw at it, because this is like a mixed ball Melodic. So I decided to go for Hypnosis just to put anything to sleep, and he brings in Crobat. And I think I just decided to go for a Surf here, because that's the safest move I can do at the moment, because yeah, and it does like nearly half. So I think one Ice Beam should take out that Crobat if he stays in with it. But yeah, he decides to bring in Regice again, and yeah, Ice Beam is going to do crap to Regice, because it's like it has amazing special defense. And yeah, I'm going to switch out of here because I don't want to stay in there, so I'm going to bring in Blaziken now, as he goes for a Thunderbolt, and it does like a lot of damage to Blaziken, but I survive. And now I'm not going to overpredict, I'm just going to go for Superpower here and do a lot of damage to Regice. And yeah, it does a lot of damage, but it doesn't even kill! And he said that this is like a mix Regice with like invested EVs in defense and special defense and HP. So I decided to bring in a Azumarill now, and now that I know that he doesn't have a Rotom, I'm just going to go for Superpower because I'm not sure about Waterfall knocking out that Regice, which would have been a much better choice if I just clicked Waterfall instead of Superpower. But even though Crobat 4 times persists Superpower, it does like a fourth. So yeah, now I'm going to switch out on Azumarill because I'm locked into Superpower, because I'm Choice Bandit, so I'm going to bring in Steelix now, because I don't think Crobat can do too much to Steelix, and I think I decided to go for a Stone Edge here. I don't know why I did go for Stealth Rocks here, because that would have been a much better choice because I missed Stone Edge, but that miss didn't really matter at all, so I'm going to bring in Mesprit now, predicting on our close combat, which I know is coming, because why would it be pursuit on a Steelix? And yeah, that's not too much to Mesprit, but I'm just going to stay in here just as a Death Father, just to calm mine up, I guess. But he decides to bring in Regice, and I'm not going to keep Mesprit anymore. I'm just going to go for Thunderbolt to get some damage on it. And he Ice Beams me, I guess, a freaking crit, which it didn't matter too much, since I would have just gotten some more damage on that Regice with Thunderbolt, which would have done like nothing. And that's decide to bring a Azumarill now. Now I'm not going to overpredict, I'm just going to go for a Waterfall, and because it will do hefty chunk to anything he's going to decide to bring in. And he's thinking and thinking, decides to stay in with Regice, and Regice dies to a Waterfall. So yeah, he decides to bring in Hypnotop, and I predicted opportunities. I stayed in, hopefully I will live, and I'll live with 9 HP. So I'm able to get off a Waterfall and take out the Hypnotop, and that was like amazing. So I decided to stay in on Snorlax and go for a Waterfall, and it does like a lot of damage to Snorlax, but unfortunately I don't get a flinch. Because yeah. So I decided to bring Steelix now, because I don't think Snorlax can do too much damage to Steelix. So I decided to go for an Earthquake here. I see Breasts up, which is like bad. So I decided to go for an Earthquake just to get some damage. And it does like a fifth of the leftovers, or a fourth, I don't know, I can't tell. And yeah, he just has Stain, and I'm going to go for another Earthquake. And this time I get a freaking crit, and that one mattered, I think, because he would have woke up last turn, probably get off a rest, and then he could like maybe set up a substitute or something and then focus match, because he said that he had that. And yeah, I get a freaking crit with Stone Edge, but I don't think that will matter on Crobat. So yeah, I was not sure about if he would live on our turn, or else I would have gone for an Explosion, but I just used Earthquake to take down Snorlax, so that was a great game. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and see you guys next time. Peace out.